Trying to act in a way that is acceptable to society can put us in a cage, a silent, exhausting cage. We begin to live our lives through the filter of what others might see as acceptable or what they think. And you see, those same people we're trying to impress, they are too busy living their own lives for them to even notice us. Hi, I'm Tolulope Fakende. I'm a leadership consultant, identity coach, and a voice for wholeness. Today's conversation is deeply personal. It's a story of shame, healing, and reclaiming confidence. So let me take you back to where it all began. Growing up, my mom ran a little shop in Lagos, Nigeria. She sold what we call agege bread. Very soft, fluffy, absolutely delicious Lagos-style bread, alongside soft drinks. And every afternoon, I would walk home from school and find her there, serving customers with grace and strength. And yet, every time I saw my schoolmates walking towards me or walking by, I would run to hide. In my young mind, I was embarrassed. I thought, what would they think of me? That my mother sells bread? I was ashamed. Not necessarily because she did anything wrong, but because I had internalized a lie. That worth is based on image, status, or what looks impressive on the outside. But today, I look back and I really laugh. Lovingly. You see that woman, my mother, she was feeding her family honorably. She was a teacher of resilience, sacrifice, and hard work. But at that age, all I could see was what people might say. And it took time and healing and God's truth to unlearn that shame. Psychologically, shame thrives in secrecy. It whispers, you're not enough, and tries to convince you to hide the part of yourself that is most human. Says, edit that part out. Keep that story quiet. Change who you are. But here's what I've learned. Shame is a liar. Genesis 2:25, the Bible tells us Adam and Eve were naked and unashamed before sin entered. There was really nothing to prove, nothing to cover up. But once fear and sin crept in, they hid, they covered themselves. And don't we still do that today? We cover, we shrink, we compare, we mold ourselves into what culture says is acceptable, even when it costs us our own truth and self-image, even peace of mind. Now let's talk about how to move from shame to confidence. Firstly, we need to reflect, and we start by asking ourselves, what part of you have you been hiding or embarrassed by? Is it your family, your background, your skin, your accent, your journey? Bring it into the light, because healing only happens when we stop hiding. Secondly, reframe. Ask yourself, what if this thing isn't a liability, but a strength? What if your accent carries heritage and culture that is unique to you? What if your background builds resilience? What if your journey, messy and all in between, is exactly what someone else needs to hear? Thirdly, reaffirm. And let's do this together. Say this with me. I am enough. I don't need to prove anything to anyone. I am God's masterpiece. I will be me. I will love me. I will grow me. I will be proud of me. Don't trade your originality to fit into a version of yourself that was never required. If you want to grow, grow. But let's grow authentically, not performatively. Our voice matters. Your accent, your hair, your culture, your truth. It matters. Whatever season you are in right now, it's not the final version of your life. So stop hiding. I want you to comment below. What part of your identity have you been hiding? And how are you choosing to reclaim it today from what you've heard? And if you're ready to dig deeper into identity, worth, and bold living, let's walk this journey together. Why don't you book a one-to-one coaching session with me via my website? You don't have to figure this out alone. Let's grow from shame to freedom, to peace, from comparison to confidence, from self-doubt to bold self-love. You've got this. And until next time, keep growing, keep loving, and living your life.